What really is it about a Sun and Cancer personalities, nurturing and home-like qualities? Well, that's what we're going to explore in this video. I'm Everett Curdy, and I want to introduce you to my channel where I do astrology updates every week, talking about the astrology of the week, and I do general astrology videos every other day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to talk about the Sun in Cancer in the natal birth chart. So, what does it mean to have a Sun in Cancer? The Sun is your basic personality. It's your ego. It's your identity. It's who you came here to be in this life. It's who you're becoming, who you're leaning into, who you're rising into. And so, the Sun in Cancer specifically is all about feeling your feelings and responding to them in a constructive manner. Cancer is all about the feelings. It's all about the emotions. It's a very emotional sign because it's a water sign. It's the first of three water signs. So this is a lifetime where you want to feel your feelings and respond to them rather than react to them. Um, you know, Emotional maturity is what this is about. Don't repress your feelings and don't keep those feelings down. Allow the feelings to be present within you and ride those waves of emotions. There's a very, very strong need for you to connect with others on an emotional level, having emotionally based connections that are nurturing. The thing about cancer is that it has a hard shell, but it's soft and squishy inside. Once people get to know you, once people get to crack that shell of you and really get to know you, you can become a very loving, loyal, trustworthy, very caring friend. And your tenderness isn't immediately obvious. It takes people to get to dig down into you, to get to meet you enough, to get to know you enough to find that tender place inside of you. One thing about a Cancer personality is that family and tradition are very important to you. This becomes paramount. So, your family and your family traditions, your loved ones, they're all very, very valuable to you. You may be highly protective of others as well. Cancers have very, very vivid memory. When someone does something wrong to them or says something wrong to them, they do not forget it. They hold that, and sometimes it can be having a burden or having a grudge that they can hold for you and having resentment to you. But they remember who you are and they'll remember what you did and how you treated them, for good or for bad. Their mind is influenced by their emotions, and this is more of a Mercury and Cancer kind of thing. But it's important to bring this up here because they think very subjectively rather than objectively. Their loved ones are super important to them. They can really, their family energizes them. It revives them, gives them energy, gives them purpose, gives them meaning in their life. That's what they can find from family. They don't like being alone. They want someone to share a nest with, and they want someone to connect with on an emotional level. They need nurturance on an emotional level. That is essential for Cancer Sun individuals. You prefer listening to your gut feelings um, rather than listening to the objective facts of things. You trust your gut, you trust your intuition. One thing about cancers is they have very, very powerful, profound gut intuition. They enjoy being around children and children in general. That's something very, very important to a Cancer Sun personality, is that the children in their life are very uplifting for them. They are attuned to the needs of their loved ones, which makes them a good caretaker. They're very, very attuned to nurturing their loved ones. They make great caretakers. They're highly sensitive to their environment. Your caregivers are very important to you in your life. Another interesting thing about the Sun and Cancer personality, which is new and nuanced, is that they're highly creative. They're very artistically creative and they can weave together stories very, very well that are emotionally based. And their imagination is very strong and vivid. They have very, very vivid imagination. And imagination is where you can um really explore while being safe at home, while being safe in a comfortable place at home. So Cancer is all about the warm and fuzzy things in your life, all about the comforts, all about that kind of thing, especially in the home life. A word that I like to associate with Cancer is the word coochie, which in my mind means very, very cozy, very warm, very nurturing, feminine, um, very comforting. So they are often shy, especially at a young age. They're often, very, not the most socially open individuals. They are more reserved, they're more introverted personality types. They also have a strong ability to anticipate other needs and emotions before they voice them, really anticipating being very, very attuned to what this person needs over here before they say it, before they advocate for it, intuitively knowing what the person needs and wants. When the world becomes too hard and overwhelming for them, they tend to want to retreat back into their shells. They tend to want to go back into their hole in the sand. If something becomes too emotionally overwhelming for them. That's, fine as it is. They can be needy on an emotional level. That's something very, very huge with the Cancer Sun personality, is that their neediness is very, very strong. Um, so that's, sort of a negative thing and a positive thing. It's sort of a neutral thing. They're very needy. They need the nurturing. They need all of that kind of thing. They're very sensitive on an emotional level. So it's easy to hurt their feelings. They want to choose partners they can lean on, that they can rely on for emotional support. They move with their moods. They do things that they feel in the mood to do. They follow their moods. They follow their feelings. They follow their intuition. Emotional depth and security in relationships becomes really, really huge and important. They need to allow themselves um, to fall in love after the person has gained their trust. So once that person gains the Cancer Sun's trust, it's all the way in. It's devotion, it's care, it's true love, true nurturing love, unconditional love. Cancer Suns in the workplace especially can see things that others might miss. Um, and there's a strong need for financial security in the workplace. In terms of friendships, they may have few friends, but the friendships are very loyal, they're very supportive, and they want to show to them that that's what they expect from them. Um, so they show loyalty and kindness, and they expect the same thing back in return. Your friends are lucky to have someone like you in their life if you're a Cancer Sun watching this. Cancers are the nurturers of the zodiac. Emotional safety becomes very, very important. What makes you feel safe and taken care of, and or what makes you feel this kind of way is very important to you. Working on deep-seated traumas and childhood wounds, is very important to heal these things in your life. Someone with ascending Cancer is not the most evolved personality type, does not know how to deal with their emotions in a healthy way. That's the very, very first thing, is that they don't know how to deal with their emotions in ways that are beneficial to them. They can be controlling over their loved ones. They can become emotionally manipulative as well. Something about the Cancer personality type is that their roots mean a lot to them, where they come from. Moodiness can also be a negative side. And clinging to the ghostlands of the past, clinging to the past and not being able to be present, not be able to move on and let things go because it's all about the nostalgia in the past, memories. That's what Cancer is all about. Now let's get into the oracle cards that I chose, which are going to give you what does the Cancer Sun personality need to know for their highest good? That's the question that I asked when I pulled these two cards. And I decided to use the Sacred Travel Oracle by Denise Lynn. And so the cards that I pulled were the cards Begin Now, Take Your First Step, Invest Vistas, Expand Your Horizons. So this is about starting anew, really, really finding the empowerment to start anew, to wipe the slate clean and begin again. Um, that's something very, very uh, important, is to have a fresh start. There's no moment like the present. So don't get caught in the past or don't get too caught in what's the future. Be here and now as much as you possibly can. And seize the day, take advantage of what's available to you in the now. Get rid of the people, places, things, or situations that do not serve your highest good. That's what this is also about. At times, you may need to separate yourself from your family and friends to move in new directions, to move in, to have a place in the world, to pursue your goals. And it's the bravery to know that you're going to be okay when your family is not around. You're going to be okay out there in the world. There's a quote by a very, very famous person that goes something like this: a 1,000-mile journey must begin with a single step. So you must take a step into a new direction to expand your horizons, to move on the path to pursue your goals. This is about thinking and dreaming big, not small, and expanding your horizons. That's what this is about. So that is your astrology um, information about the Sun and Cancer in the natal birth chart. And that is your oracle card readings. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.